The beauty of cell phones is that you can stay in touch whenever and wherever you want. Starfish Mobile is a company that creates SMS campaigns. They're into permission marketing, which means that you only get messages from them that you want.
Starfish Mobile Technologies has scored a hole-in-one in South Africa, bringing about innovations that have put SMS marketing on the map. Their 3B campaign for SABC3, as well as similar games and competitions for a wide range of clients, has been revolutionary in a market that features a few key players. Marketing director Wayne Nelson-Esch told me the original idea came from his exposure to the technology in the Philippines.
The Philippines is probably, well, it is the biggest SMS market in the world. I think now they're doing something like 17 or 18 billion SMSs a month, which is over like 20% of the world market, which is incredible. And when I saw what they were doing, I thought, you know, if you could take what they were doing there already, use the base of what they were doing, and bring it to countries where they were starting to work on mobile marketing and selling content in a mainstream way for the operators, you would always have a huge advantage. And I was lucky enough to meet up my partners now, which is Xurpass, Nixon later, who's the president. And we just had a chat, and it was one of those funny stories in Starbucks, you know, on the napkin, really it was. And we sort of wrote a few ideas down. And the next minute we decided that, you know, we'd create a new company called Starfish Mobile, which would basically be, take Xurpass outside of Asia. We have servers at Internet Solutions in Rosebank, but all the development is done in Manila, and then everything's uploaded via the web onto the servers here.
Back when you were starting out, what made you choose open source?
Xurpass was an existing business, and they had already built the platform on open source, the Griffin platform. Why? Well, it was obviously, I mean, if it had gone proprietary, I think it would have been very difficult for them to have built it from scratch.
We were a startup 3 years ago, and that involved living out of cans, you know, eating sardines, canned meat, and we weren't gonna plunk down 500 or 100,000 rand on a system that we could ill afford. So open source was the way to go, and fortunately, the platform has proven to be very robust.
David Zarraga is employed by Xurpass. He is here to help with the technical skills transfer needed to make the system work in the local environment.
The creator of the Griffin platform, Andy Garcia, has constantly upgraded it from its humble beginnings to a system that can actually handle 3 million incoming messages and 9 million outgoing messages every day. And that includes MMS and SMS.
We're looking at going to other countries and places like the States, etc., where the system is going to have to be scaled, you know, from what we're doing here or from what we do in DRC or what we do in Egypt, where we have offices as well. And it allows us to do that very easily, very cost effectively. I mean, if you look at the volumes of 3B and the volumes that they're doing in the Philippines, I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, they're pushing through millions of messages a day through that system. I think that was definitely the right way to go.
Is open source important to the way Starfish works?
If you look at things like 3B and Sprite that we ran now, which was Coca-Cola's biggest, you know, campaign ever on mobile, I mean, that was very complicated off the back end, not for the consumer. And it was trivia and it was games and updating your points, and it was really complicated. But the system, the back end works, you know, and you know, that is the engine of our business.